bit strange preparing for a game when you're sort of not sure what the outcome of tonight's game is going to be?
Oh, I guess we've been in this situation before in the last few years, and I think if you look too much at other games and other results, then you just take your eyes off what's important. So we've focused on our performance this week, and we're excited about playing here tomorrow.
Have you addressed the players as the captain about that, just to make sure that there is no distraction?
I think after the game last weekend, there's been no need. The guys have been very focused, trained really hard, and we haven't spoken about other results or other teams too much. So I'm pretty comfortable that the boys are focused on this game.
You need to be a bit more intense. Is that the focus this week? You know, sort of that standing back in defence line last week. You know, probably need to lift your defence and lift the intensity?
Yeah, definitely. That was poor last week. We identified that ourselves early in the week, and we've worked on that. So that definitely needs to be better tomorrow.
I was going to say, how do you do that though? Is it like, I mean, as you said, in New Zealand, you can talk about it all you want, but how do you actually put that into action?
Well, this is probably the first week we've had a full training week for a fair while, definitely since before the Test series. So that's been really helpful to have a full week of training, get a bit of contact done early in the week, and get that intensity into our training. And I think when we do that, it translates into our performance. So you know, that's the only way you can do it, is to prepare during the week like you want to play.
Important to, like, if you are going to play finals, you really got to start to build that momentum again now, don't you? You had a good run of wins before the loss last weekend, but it has to start again now.
Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow's an important game for us for a number of reasons. We're back at home, so we want to show our fans, you know, what this jersey means to us, and you know, it's an important game. So yeah, we definitely want to play well, and we know when we play well, we play with good intensity.
I know personally a little bit of a milestone this week, passing a good mate of yours as well. Have you spoken to Sharpie this week, or has there been any exchanges where he's had a dig at you or anything?
Not really, no. I think he's on holidays overseas actually, but yeah, it's nice to be able to, you know, be in that kind of company, I suppose. Sharpie was there when I played my first game back in 2003, and you know, he's been a great help to me through my career and remains a very good friend. So you know, it's nice to be mentioned alongside someone like that.
Well, on the flip side of that, I guess there's also potential that this could be your last game at the Brumbies, but is it a case of you don't allow yourself to think of it like that?
Yeah, I haven't thought about that, mate, to be honest, and I think if you give too much time once again thinking about those kind of things, then you know, it might happen. So you need to really think about you know, being positive tomorrow, being excited about the opportunity we've got, and you know, putting in a good performance, and for me, doing my job myself.
What are you expecting from the Force tomorrow? It's obviously been an interesting couple of weeks for them.
Yeah, I think they'll play probably similar to the Blues. When teams are, you know, got nothing to lose, they can really play with a bit of freedom, and you know, we'll probably see that from the Force. There's guys in that team that are proud about that jersey and what it means to them. So you know, they've been over here for a few days, and they would have had a pretty good preparation, I think. So we expect them to be very tough.
Sweet. At a time like this as well, do you, as a team, guys like Joey and Ida who don't get the chance to play that last game of the season, I guess does that come into any motivation at all when you know close teammates of yours don't have that chance?
Yeah, I think Ida, to start with, during the season when he had to retire, you know, that hits home to you that he can't ever play again. So we've still got the opportunity to go out and do something with our footy, and when it's taken away from you, I suppose you realise how important that is. And for Joe as well, I know how much this club has meant to him over his time here. He's been a big contributor to the club, and it's sad for him to have to go out this way, but you know, that's certainly motivation for our players to want to go out there and make them proud about the Brumbies and what we can achieve this year.
Just on the Force, mate, do you expect them to bounce and be still sort of reeling a bit about the negative press that's gone their way?
Look, I can't really comment too much about the opposition, and like I said, we expect them to be a tough opponent.
And the intensity lift at training this week, have you had to say anything to get that going, or has it just been on all the players' backs individually? Yeah,
I think after the weekend we were all very disappointed with the result, but more so the performance. You know, we weren't happy with how we played, and I think the start of the week we were pretty honest with our review and what we need to improve on, and as I said, we had a full week of training to work on that stuff. So you know, I feel like we've addressed that stuff, and hopefully we can go there tomorrow and show what we've done during the week.